sahlan, which means welcome to Feast in the Middle East. I'm your host, Blanche, and I'm a certified chocoholic, meaning I eat chocolate every stinking day. However, companies have totally screwed over most of my favorite candy bars. For more on this, you could see my video that I posted of Halloween last year, where I was talking about how they put genetically modified ingredients in all of my favorite chocolate bars. And that's why they don't taste the same anymore. They use like funky soy fillers. I don't even know if they're using real chocolate, all the high fructose corn syrup. So none of them are familiar to me. And one of my favorites happens to be the Snickers bars, which I gave up because that's also genetically modified. But that's okay because I have my own homemade vegan Snicker bar. Can you guys see this? Now, this is what's cool about mine, is that instead of peanuts, I use fancier cashews. And instead of GMO weird chocolate, I use a combination of dark chocolate and coconut butter to give it a nice sort of glossy finish and great flavor. And instead of caramel, I use dates. That's my little Middle Eastern secret. So I'm gonna show you a step-by-step process on how to make these bars. I'm gonna start with Mejdul dates. I have about 2 cups. All the seeds are taken out and they're pretty soft. I mean, you can tell they're very, very soft. You don't wanna use hard dates. To that, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just like that. And a 1/4 cup of water. Now, whiz this puppy and let it go as long as we can. All right, so far they're soft, but they're not as soft as I want them to be. So I'm gonna add another 1/4 cup of water right here. As you can see, the consistency is quite soft and it's gotten light in color, but I'm going to make it extra creamy. So I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sunflower seed butter. And to offset the sweetness, I always like to add some salt. There we go, some salt. And let it whirl until it's smooth. All right, so let's take a look. Look at that beautiful caramel. No sugar added, perfect consistency I need to make my candy bars. Okay, now for the chocolate coating. I have about 2 cups of chocolate chips. Water's boiling. I'm just gonna reduce it to a simmer. And I have about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil that I've added to it. And I'm just gonna mix it up until it melts. Just keep stirring it till it melts over this double broiler. As you can see, it's gotten nice and smooth, so we gotta work fast, guys. Let's assemble these candy bars. I've lined a brownie pan with some parchment paper because it'll be easier to remove once it's been cooled and hardened. So here we go. I'm gonna pour half of the chocolate for the bottom layer. There we go. And spread it around like this. And then what I'm gonna do is put it in the freezer until it hardens before I add my next layer. So let's do that right now. Once the chocolate is hardened, I'm going to add the caramel layer, the date layer that we made earlier, which is right here. Look at how beautiful that is. Now that I've smoothed out the date layer, I'm going to add my favorite kind of nuts, which are cashews. Now, I noticed there are no candy bars in the market that actually have cashews in candy bars, so I figured, why not make my own? This is the time to experiment and do your own thing and add additions that are suited to your taste. And that way you can go crazy and add whatever you like. I mean, I've tried this with macadamias too. It's really awesome. And to top it all off, another coating of chocolate. Hello, chocolate. We have our cashew nut bars ready to be frozen. Doesn't this look amazing? Now we're gonna kind of trim the edges to make it look all nice and neat. But I'm gonna show show you a cross section of what this bar could look like. And of course, if any weird pieces break off, you should clean it up by eating it, you know? So here we go. Look at that. So you've got the, here we go, the gooey caramel and the chocolate. Look at that. And the cashews in the middle and the fair trade chocolate. Looks like the real deal, but a million times better. Now it's my favorite part. Look at that. One bite? Whoa, there we go. It's so rich and creamy and chocolatey and crunchy, but most of all, I know what went into these bars because I made them myself and I used Whole Foods to create it. So I just wanted to share something fun on Feast of the Middle East. I know it's not Middle Eastern, but it does have a Middle Eastern ingredient in it. And I'm all about like a healthy, holistic lifestyle, you know, and if I can make over anything that I truly love, I will share it with you. So if this is something that you're interested in, makeovers of foods that tend to be unhealthy, leave it in the comments below. Maybe I could even do a series on remaking fast food. If there's a particular fast food that you like, I could probably revamp it and make it out of whole food and make it taste like 100 times better. So subscribe, click on that little bell next to the name Blanche TV so you can get my videos as soon as I upload them. Leave your comments below. Until next time, enjoy every chocolate bite of life. Oh, this is so good.